Hey, I am back. I am so back, and it feels good to. I think I haven't recorded in like a month. Mm. So I am back, and we are better than ever. Honestly, life has been crazy, and we can get to the ins and out in more videos. But I really just want to say that I'm just grateful to be doing a lot better. I was in a life was giving it to me, but I am in a very good space now, and I'm able to record and I'm able to give out these gems. Sometimes like God has to bring you all the way back to remind you of who you are, and that was something that I was kind of questioning. Was, when you start doing these spiritual things and you start on this path to like spirituality and like truly, wanting to do it, you can get lost in the sauce, because spirituality sometimes also still does become an aesthetic. And I was like, is this really who I'm supposed to be, or am I just like seeing it constantly and I'm like taking it in as like this is who I am? And God reminded me. He was like, oh no, this who you are. And so every time, she never fails at doing that. But it was like, oh no, we about to bring you back, so that you're gonna have to start eating right, because my eating habits have failed. When you're in a space, you just, I don't, being healthy, because I'm not healthy mentally, so I'm not gonna take care of myself physically. And so that was something that I was dealing with, and my health went, whew, it was feeling it. It was feeling it. And so it made me have to go back to the drawing board of just relearning what my body wants, what my body needs. And it has become the ultimate form of self-love. God has a very, very intentional way about doing things. Source has a very intentional way about doing things in life when you need to just get it. And for me, it was learning about self-love and what that truly means, because I did not have it. Like, I thought I had it because I knew the terms and I knew how to talk about it, but I did not have it. Like, I did not have that self-love component about myself, and it started to really just eat away at me. And I was like, no, I have to do something about this. I have to get it together. And God really was like, you know what, you do, and because you truly want to, let me help you speed up the process. So going back and like having to take care of my health helped me to really get into the swing of what it means to like self-care and to take care of myself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and all of those leads, right? So it I don't know, it's just been a beautiful couple of days, because I've been able to like really get back into the swing of things. I just came back from visiting home, and I got back and I was like, it's time to get to work. So it was learning myself by learning how to take care of myself and not needing the validation. I think I like talk about it so much of like needing validation, but to take care of yourself and have to learn, because you like are going through something, to have to take care of yourself and learn what your body truly wants. Everything, like, I had locks in my head and I took my locks out and I end up cutting my hair. And even in that process, I was like, well, you know how to grow your hair back. It's okay. You could grow your hair back. And even in that, I was like, that's another form of loving yourself. Like, you have to care about yourself now. You have to take care of yourself. You have to get back to your herbs. You have to get back to, you're eating healthy and putting good things into your body. And I was like, and once you do all of this, you have no time to be stressed out about anything or no little boy or anything like that. No, none of that type of stuff. You have no time for that because you're so into pouring into yourself. You literally don't have time to be stressed out about XYZ or who is not doing that, who's not showing up, because there are plenty of people who are showing up and there are plenty of people who are loving you. But most importantly, beyond all of that, you are loving you. And that is a very important form of like self-love, is for me to be able to like get back into the swing of things and just to like feel a lot better. You know, each and every day I'm like, I know I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna feel even better than I felt yesterday. And so that's something. And so just for me to get on here and be able to record, I feel so good about it. I feel great about it because I'm like, yay. So that is even, something. So I think that self-love has to, sometimes we want to just get it. We can read the books and we can listen to the podcast and we can do all of those things. And sometimes we still just don't get it because we have been damaged so much and we have been hurt so much and taught at a very young age to not value and love ourselves, that sometimes it really is deep, and it is deeply ingrained into who you think you are. And so, God had to take me back and he had to strip away like, that's not who you are. And I want to let you know who you are. And I want to let you know that you're not doing this because of an aesthetic. You're not doing this to get validation outside. Like, this is who you decided to become when you decided to come to this physical form. This is who you are, and this loving and gentle and positive, peaceful person that you want to be, you're able to be it, but you have to start being it to yourself. So self-love for me is really tapping back into myself and connecting back into myself and being honest that, it's not outside of me. It's all inward. And yeah, because I'm able to start incorporating more of my self-care habits, daily, I'm really feeling better, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy that I get to come back on here and inform people that sometimes you gotta go all the way back. You gotta fall hard. But it's in that falling hard that you like, okay, there's only one way to go. And honestly, it's two ways, because you can like stay down or you can choose to like go up. And I chose that, like, I'm not gonna let none of this get me down to the point where I don't want to get up. And it was trying to creep in. It was trying to like get me there. And I was like, no, we're not gonna let it. We're gonna allow this to be something that is a lesson. And don't let this pain be in vain. That's the saying. We're going to say that. Don't let this pain be in vain. You going through these lessons, let them be lessons. Let you learn from it, because you're going through all this pain. And at this point, what are you doing it for? Like, you just like pain or something? And so I allowed this one to like wake me up to like, look, you are a beautiful person inside and out. Allow yourself to know that, allow yourself to feel that, and work on that every single day that you can. And hey, at the end of the day, you got you, and that's what you wake up to, that every single day, regardless if XYZ is there. You wake up to you every single day. So it's time to nourish you. It's time to take care of you and to be one with your spirit, be one, with learning who you are. And I had to go back to learn who I truly was, because a lot of stuff was ingrained in me, throughout my life, and it told me who I was. But I was like, I don't agree with that. And I'm having these conflicted ideas, because I don't want to be that person, but I feel like I go towards these things, and at this point they're not good for me. They're really toxic and they're detrimental to me. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to get back right. And so it's a it's a progress, but I'm making it fun. I'm making it unique to me, and I'm not pushing myself to do things that, are for the aesthetic. Because at first, like, sometimes we would do that. We would do things that look like that for the aesthetic. Like, okay, I got this attentive morning routine, and I do this, and I do that, and I meditate, and I do this. And I was like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Meditation is good, but for me, a few deep breaths, that's gonna get me. That gets me. Just having a slower morning where I'm not rushing and like just doing everything, like, no, that's not for me right now. For me is taking a moment to sit with myself and just like in the morning time and just being like, okay, doing a couple of stretches and things like that, taking a couple of deep breaths, and slowing everything down so I could sit and I can have my morning little mixture of herbs and like really absorb in that. And when I can take the time to like have my morning kind of planned out where I do journal a little bit, and I do do my devotional, things like that. So it's things like that that are I'm incorporating, that I'm no longer trying to fit the box of what a spiritual person or a person who lives this like holistic life looks like, because I'm doing what is best for me and what is best for my body and what is best for my health. And that looks completely different for a lot of people, but I'm not on this journey to please people. And I think that a lot of us need to understand that your life is not supposed to mirror everybody's life. Your life is it can be similar to somebody's, but you're on a different path, and your life is not going to look completely the same as somebody else's. So do what is best for you. So if a morning routine is not for you, but a nighttime routine is, then do that. Incorporate those things. But really, the best thing that I have done is just learning about myself and what I truly need. So in those moments of feeling like, there is nobody, I tap into the energy of like understanding that, like, what do I want in this moment? And just like having that feeling a little moment ago, I fixed me something to eat because I'm like, that is something. And just having something nourishing and good, I was like, this is love. This is something that is really good. And you have the abundance of love, and you feel that, and you feel happiness. And so don't get in this state of you're not abundant in love, or you're not abundant in whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, or whatever you hold so dear and you think that is out of your reach is really not. And so just keep on keeping on, and no matter how difficult it may be, remember that you are only telling yourself these lies, right? That's you telling yourself these lies. You don't have to believe these lies because they're lies. So you have the choice to think different thoughts, even though it may be difficult. You have the choice to think different thoughts. And, the key component is truly loving yourself. So figure out what that means to you. For me, I had to start taking care of myself in a different way, and like having to go back to the drawing board of when I first started, being like holistic and things like that. So incorporating these things and really like standing on these things has really been a blessing. So I'm forever grateful for this lesson that I had to learn. It was a major lesson, but sometimes it gotta hurt bad so that way you can get it. So yeah, I just am glad to be back. So of course I will be, as I'm going through this journey and everything like that, and as we talk more, I'm going to definitely be putting out this information of the things that I'm learning. And I just can't wait to like share this with y'all. I can't wait for us to like go on this journey together of like love and happiness and getting that. And it's summertime, so it's like the best time to do it, because we don't want to do it when it's winter, because now you in the house, now you sad. But like it is summertime, so we are like preparing ourselves for it. And so that way when the winter comes, we don't have to have these like depressed cycles of sadness and things like that, because we like, no, we already got this, we already know what we need to be doing. So get that watermelon, juice that watermelon, get that watermelon juice, so that way we can be out here funning in the sun and loving on ourselves. We know everything comes from within first, and the moment that you start pouring it into yourself and you do it like truly and not for the manifestation, and you do it for the love of yourself and the connection that you want to start seeing implemented with God, and your higher self, then you can start manifesting these things into your life. But you have to know that it starts within. So whatever you constantly consistently think of your life, so if you don't think about yourself in a positive way, nobody else can think about yourself in a positive way, there are of course a lot of people who will, but that's the message I'm trying to get. That, like, think about yourself in a positive way, because you're gonna more so go to the people who don't see you in the positive, versus who, see you in the negative or whatever. So yeah, I hope that, we're good and we're happy to be back. Hope you guys have been well. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.